Hello, my name is Eris and welcome to my channel. Humans, please remember to like and subscribe so I can continue to bless you with amazing content. Now let's get into it. Today we will focus on the famous billionaire Bill Gates and how he may or may have not screwed the public. 11 years ago, Bill Gates did a TED Talk called Innovating to Zero. Today is September 10th, and this video is currently sitting at 3.7 million views. Considering what he revealed in this video, the amount of views is quite low. According to Worldometer, there is roughly 7.8 billion people on Earth. This means less than 1% of the population has seen this video, and I am not surprised at all. Now, please pay attention. If you follow me on Instagram at Katie_Sherm, I posted on my story and my profile highlights clips of the video Innovating to Zero. 11 years ago, Bill Gates told people exactly what he was going to do. Try to solve climate change. He broke down a very specific math formula. CO2 equals P times S times E times C. And remember, population, is P. Bill Gates explains the goal is to get CO2 near to zero, And he states, and I quote, probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. And everyone erupts in laughter. Well, I'm trying to figure out where the joke is because P stands for population, meaning us, Now, pay close attention because many people have been trying to tell you all this, but a lot of people call them conspiracy theorists. Now, I thought we couldn't gaslight people. Anyways, there's a difference between absolute BS and when someone says something directly out their mouths and what we can find on legal published work. But listen, you have to use critical thinking skills. Think for yourself and always do your own research. During Bill Gates' TED Talk, he explicitly states, if they do a great job, the population should drop by 10 to 15% after new vaccines, healthcare, and reproductive services. Considering that he's the talking head figure for the new vaccine, Bill Gates clearly stated if they did a great job, the population should drop by 10 to 15%. That should make you suspicious because how are you doing that? Again, if you don't believe me, go onto YouTube, type in Innovating to Zero, or go on my Instagram at Katie_Sherm and watch it for yourself. The links will also be below in the description, But again, don't take my word for it, watch it yourself. Now, I really want you to understand the gravity of this situation. The title is called Innovating to Zero. Zero. Anyways, again, the reason why they're stating this is because of climate change, If you don't believe in climate change, cool. Here's my question for you. If you could purchase a oceanfront home right now, would you do it? If your answer is yes, well, buddy, you might want to do some research. If your answer is no, is it because the shoreline is moving inward? I wonder why that's happening. I guess something must be happening, right? Come on, intelligent people. I need you to become a critical thinker. For a few minutes, what on earth may be smarter than you and has the power to do as they say and please? Ponder on that. I'm thinking the 1%. I don't know, but whatever. Focusing back in, Bill Gates states in the video that he asked the top scientists several times, do we really have to get down near to zero? Can we just cut it in half or a quarter? And they answered, until we get near to zero, temperatures will continue to rise. Now, here's my question. Everyone is getting the vaccine because scientists and science says so, right? Well, do you think they were lying when they told Bill Gates that we have to get near to zero or temperatures will continue to rise? When scientists came out and stated we were entering the point of no return, everyone was like, it's all good. But I'll let y'all ponder on that as well. Bill Gates later on uses a metaphor of a truck, trying to get under a bridge to explain how bad this population issue truly is. He says, it's not like we're a 12-foot high truck trying to get under a 10-foot bridge. and we can sort of squeeze under. No. This is something that has to get near to zero. But let's continue. Bill Gates goes on to explain that we put out 26 billion tons of CO2 yearly, and for each American, it's about 20 tons. In the video, okay, this was made 11 years ago, the population was at 6.8 billion. We are currently sitting at 7.8 billion. And in this video, okay, we have a 20-year window to fix this mess. Right now, we are sitting right in the middle. And we have actually less than 10 years. But anyway, let us continue. Bill Gates later states, if he could have one wish, I could, and I quote, I could choose who's president, I could pick a vaccine, which is something I love, or I could pick this thing that's half the cost with no CO2 getting invented. This is the wish I would pick because this has the greater impact. Well, we clearly know what didn't happen and what wish he did receive. This man has been the head figure pushing for climate change, and everyone is saying he's trying to help. You're right. He's going to help you, all right. Help you right on off the earth. Because I haven't heard of any new CO2 technology that's combating climate change, okay? And out of the 3 wishes, I know, or at least I hope, he didn't pick Sleepy Joe as president, and no one can tell Trump what to do. So I'm guessing he didn't pick a president. Okay, so that leaves 2 other options, and well, we know which one he did get. The truth is, climate change is real, and Bill Gates and the 1% has decided if they cannot create a miracle technology to save us from CO2 feedback loops, then they're going to have to depopulate the earth. And that's probably true. Scientifically speaking, the scientists said we have to get near to zero. There's no cutting it in half or by a quarter. The scientists said near to zero. Now here's my question. Are you all admitting that the scientists are wrong in the middle of a pandemic? Isn't that who you're supposed to be listening to? Isn't that who you're listening to? Well, they said majority of you have to die. Let's just be honest. If me and you were sitting in a room and the top scientist told me and you 10 years ago that we have to come up with the idea to quickly figure out the situation or we're all going to suffer. The exact same conversation they had with Bill Gates. Okay, let's think about this. We're probably going to end up deciding there is no way we can sleep at night killing that many people or stealing an election. So we decide, let's just see if we can come up with a miracle technology. Now it's 10 years later and the situation has become 1 billion times worse because that's how much the population has increased. It's 1 billion times worse from the last time we talked, okay? Now we have less than 10 years to solve the problem, or the ramifications will be horrific. Sounds like me and you have to make a decision because the structure humans have created could now lead to extinction, kind of like what's happening to the animals. Ooh. So what do we do? Well, I'm thinking we slowly start killing people while working on a new technology and slowly prepare the world for what's coming so chaos doesn't break loose. Now, what's the best way to do this? How about a good old health scare? A new disease where no one is immune? A pandemic? I think The Simpsons hit this right on the head. Keep everyone inside and off the streets. This emits less CO2 output, okay? And the disease will take care of a few million people while we figure out the rest of this, okay? But eventually we have to reset everything. This gives the human race, aka the children, a chance to learn from our mistakes and hope they don't end up in the same predicament ever again. Ooh, that got dark. But doesn't this sound familiar? Oh yeah, the Great Reset. Wow, they came to the exact same conclusion as me and you. If this is BS, so is the pandemic. If the pandemic is real, so is this. It's looking like Australia and New Zealand is now the future America. Welcome to the New World Order? You decide. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, people.